All right. Okay. So I'm just going to skip like the warm-up stuff. Just go right to the lead in. So what are some of the most memorable historical moments of your lifetime?
Clinton sex scandal, Columbine tsunami.
Which tsunami?
The the ones in Indonesia.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And so, what are some of the most impressive all-time athletic achievements or physical feats, either in your lifetime or not in your lifetime?
Usain Bolt, Jordan from the free throw line. That's about it. Yeah.
Okay. And then, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you think of the great sport of croquet?
Big hats, and a family event that ended up to be something great that nobody expected, but it was a terrible but great thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So describe that event that you're talking about.
So my memory is a little foggy on it because I wasn't too old, but I remember I had my diaper, and I heard this chair groaning on the deck. It could have been a 4th of July, it could have been a family birthday party, and I felt this vacuum of sound go by me and emotion, and it was Uncle Wayne chasing after my cousin Armand.
Okay, and so like, what else do you know about it? So it sounds like you just you don't remember it necessarily, but like maybe it's something that you've heard more about. So what do you like understand about the event now?
So I was 3. I think I was like 3 or 4. I think I was like actually in diapers, and I seriously remember looking, and Uncle Wayne was like flying by me and chasing down Armand. I didn't understand why or what happened, but I just remember Uncle Wayne was like on a line and couldn't be shaken. And Armand just was like kind of like looking over his shoulder, but that's all I remember, yeah.
And so what year do you think that was? You said you were probably 3 or 4.
Early 90, 93 to 5 maybe, yeah.
Okay. And what do you think the party was for?
I think it was a birthday. I don't think it was a 4th of July. It might have been a birthday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so how much time or how much ground did Uncle Wayne cover from where he was sitting to where Armand was?
Way too much for his own blood. It was so fast. I still remember him just it was fast. Maybe 20 yards, yeah.
And so what was your vantage point of that game? Where were you when this happened?
I was up on the deck, and I had a pretty clear down shot onto the divots that Uncle Wayne was leaving because he was pushing off so hard in the ground.
All right, and so obviously this is sort of a story that revolves around your Uncle Wayne, Gino, Armand. What was Gino and Armand's relationship like?
Fractured, very fractured. Like bones that are fractured are together, but they just don't work right, and they're painful. And that is, they were brotherly love, but it wasn't always smooth.
So for Armand and Gino, what's your favorite fight anecdote about the two of them?
I don't remember what the event was. We were at the Medina house, and Armand had done something to upset Gino. I think he was picking on Dominic. And I remember he got on the bed and like kind of like a defense curl so that he could kick, with his legs. And he was on his back and kicking very hard. And Gino it wasn't phasing him, just taking it to the jaw or whatever. I remember that Armand was on his back kicking at Gino. I was very young. I think he upset Dominic, and then Aunt Mary came in at some point and grabbed both of them or one of them. I remember Aunt Mary ended it immediately. And that's like, I remember very vividly Armand kicking and then Aunt Mary coming in and like Fiora and I being very silent. But I don't remember what the event was. That was maybe 5. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's see. So jumping back to the croquet story, if you had to compare me and my dad to Predator and Prey, what would it be?
It wasn't discreet. So when Uncle Wayne was going after Armand, it was a clear shot. It wasn't like he was lurking and waiting for a mistake. It happened. It was like an elephant watching a poacher who had like killed one of their young, and the poacher was watching the elephant happen and just went right at the poacher, and the poacher was helpless. Like I just very distinctly remember Armand trying to get away, and it just wasn't happening. Like
at the speed he was going, how fast do you think your Uncle Wayne could have run a 40?
Land speed records. That was That was like high school level for him, I imagine, before his knees were going out. Yeah.
All right, and then so who is usually the antagonist? In
Armand.
Gino who is usually the antagonist in Gino and Armand's relationship?
Usually Armand. Gino was the great protector of Dominic. Armand knew how to push the buttons, but almost always Armand. Yeah.
All right, and then finally, any last thoughts to share?
No, it was even as a young guy. I truthfully remember that day, and a lot of the memories I have of that day are what you guys and the cousins put in my head of watching, and I don't remember what was like truly real what happened, but I do remember watching Uncle Wayne go after.
And
day.
one last question. How did Gino and Armand's relationship compare to yours and your brothers?
It was they were very dissimilar. I think Fiore and I never fought. There were times Fiore took the fall for me for stuff that I didn't do because he didn't care. That didn't end in a fight. But we all had the same brotherly and family love. And Fiore and I just didn't ever make each other bleed growing up. So, yeah.
All right. Cool. Good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Who's up?